For decades, the United States set the pace for pharmaceutical innovation, but in 2026, that's no longer a given. In March 2026, CEO of Pfizer, Albert Bourla, said it plainly. U.S. dominance in biotech technology is being challenged by a competitor, and that's China. It was recently reported in the first half of 2026 that China's innovative licensing deal value had reached a new high.
No, I think those trends continue to hold, Chris. I think we're seeing, probably we'll see the size of the deals, the Chinese out licensing deals that we've done last year. I would imagine this year it would be higher.
Today, Chinese biotechs are producing original, first in class candidates, including some of the most technically demanding areas of medicine. 8 of the 10 research institutions on the 2025 Nature Index are now based in China.
But the fact is that, I think more and more deals are coming out of China, and I think there is an increasing need for these innovators to find manufacturing outside China. So
A 2026 survey of over 100 senior U.S. industry and academic leaders found China now leads the U.S. in two critical dimensions. Researchers called China's CDMO infrastructure a major advantage. For professionals on the manufacturing side, this is more than just a geopolitical story. It's a question about where capability, capacity, and talent may live in the next decade, and who controls the supply chain that you may rely on. That capability shift shows most clearly in the deal making. Major American pharma companies are licensing Chinese developed assets at a record pace. AstraZeneca alone has signed 9 different deals with Chinese developers that is worth cumulatively the sum of $20 billion, including an $18.5 billion collaboration with CSPC Pharmaceuticals announced this past January.
The reality is that Chinese innovation is bringing new molecules and modalities to market, and global players are taking note, and they want access to that innovation. And so we have seen a large step up in the interest of not just US, but global pharmaceutical players in acquiring the rights to those assets. And it's something that we all need to take note of. This is not the China of yesteryear. This is not just an adequate competitor. This is someone seeking to dominate the industry, and it's going to be transformative over the next few decades because we can only expect their innovation capabilities to get better.
The appeal is straightforward. Chinese biotechs can often go from discovery all the way to clinic much faster than their Western counterparts and with a fraction of the price. For companies racing against the patent cliff, this speed, it's just impossible to ignore. But access comes with exposure to data flows, IP control, and a regulatory relationship that's shifting underneath the deals themselves. Washington's response has been centered around just one core issue: trust in the data. The FDA's Bioresearch Monitoring Program is supposed to verify that clinical trial data submitted in support of new drug applications is accurate and reliable, largely through on-site inspections. But the agency's inspection capacity at Chinese clinical sites is limited, and that gap has already delayed or blocked some market entry attempts.
From a regulatory perspective, we have a host of concerns on several key areas related to product quality and interpretability of scientific data on safety and efficacy. We have manufacturing concerns, including adherence to risk-based, phase-appropriate CGMP, manufacturing chain integrity, and facility inspectability.
In April of 2026, a House Appropriations Committee report went even further, proposing that the FDA be completely barred from even accepting any clinical data generated within China, along with Russia, Iran, and North Korea in support of new drug applications altogether. In the end, it's report language, not law, but agencies often take cues from Congress before things are formally enacted, which means sponsors with China-sourced data need to be paying attention to this right now, rather than waiting for the final outcome.
It does pose an interesting challenge for all the non-Chinese CDMOs out there, because when you have big pharma in licensing some of these new drugs from Chinese innovators, who determines the manufacturing plans? Is it the Chinese company that is licensing out to the innovators, or is it the big pharma company that actually licenses it? So in license it.
What's emerging now is more than just a simple story of one country overtaking another. It's a more complicated picture of interdependence, competition, and a regulatory landscape that's being rewritten in real time. For professionals working in drug development and manufacturing, these questions are immediate. Where will your clinical data hold up under scrutiny? Where will your supply chain actually be resilient? And how exposed is your pipeline to a policy decision that hasn't been finalized yet? These answers will shape pharmaceutical policy for years to come.